Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Story Podcast, your favorite place to grow your English through real life conversations. I'm Hope, and I'm here with my awesome co host, Mark.
Hey, Hope! Hey, listeners! So good to be back. Today's episode is all about something we all go through, feeling nervous or unsure when speaking English.
Oh, yes, if you've ever thought, I know what I want to say, but I'm too scared to speak, you're definitely not alone.
Exactly. Even native speakers feel that way in a second language. I still remember trying to speak French on a trip. I froze up in the bakery and ended up just pointing at a croissant.
I've done that too, but here's the thing. Confidence isn't something you magically have. It's something you build. And today we're going to share 5 simple things that really helped us and our students feel more confident when speaking English.
Plus, we'll teach you useful phrases like, I used to feel, and now I can, so you can talk about your own growth.
And if you stick around, there's a free PDF you can download with today's phrases, key tips, and a practice quiz.
So whether you're preparing for a job interview, a class presentation, or just want to chat more easily with friends, this episode is for you.
All right, let's do this. Let's start building that speaking confidence, one sentence at a time. Okay, let's jump into our first tip for building speaking confidence. And this one is super important. Start small, one sentence at a time.
Right. A lot of learners think they need to speak in full paragraphs or sound like a TED speaker from day one. But honestly, just starting with one sentence is a big win. So here's a phrase you can use to track your growth. I used to feel nervous saying anything. Now I can say hello and ask a simple question.
Beautiful. And if hello feels too easy, great. Try something like, I used to feel shy at work. Now I can ask, do you need help with that?
Think about a sentence you use every day in your native language. Translate it, practice it, and use it. That's your first brick in the confidence wall.
And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. The first sentence is always the hardest, but it gets easier.
So, what's your one sentence? Pause right now and think about it, or even say it out loud. All right, tip number 2 is something simple but powerful. Practice with yourself first.
Yes, a lot of people think practice only happens in conversations with other people, but actually, talking to yourself is a fantastic way to build confidence.
And no, it doesn't make you weird. In fact, it's one of the best ways to get your brain and mouth working together.
I used to practice in front of the mirror, just 5 minutes a day. I'd pretend I was ordering coffee or introducing myself at a meeting.
That's such a great idea. I would record voice notes on my phone. I'd say, today I went to the store, or I'm feeling tired because just normal stuff.
And the best part? There's no pressure. No one is judging. You can repeat the sentence, fix mistakes, and say it again until it feels natural.
Exactly. You're creating a safe space to try things out, and hearing your own voice, even if it sounds strange at first, helps you improve faster.
Here's a phrase you can use to talk about this growth. I used to feel awkward hearing my voice. Now I can record myself speaking English with confidence.
Love that. So if you're listening to this right now, here's a challenge. Open your phone's voice recorder and say one sentence in English. Just one.
And then say it again and again. You'll be amazed at how quickly you sound more confident.
All right, let's keep going, because our next tip is all about making speaking easier from the start.
Yes, let's talk about sentence starters. Okay, tip number 3 is one of my favorites. Learn useful sentence starters.
Ooh, yes, this one's a game changer. because sometimes the hardest part is just starting.
Exactly. You know what you want to say, but your brain freezes because you don't know how to begin.
So here's the trick. Memorize some easy phrases that help you start. For example, I think, in my opinion, I'm not sure, but
Yes, these are like little ramps that help your sentence take off. So instead of being silent, you can say, I think it's a good idea, even if you're not 100% sure.
let's do a quick example. First, without a starter. Good idea. Now, with one, I think that's a good idea. See? More confident, right?
And you can even use it when you're unsure, like, I'm not sure, but maybe we should try something else. It shows confidence and respect.
So here's a phrase you can try. I used to feel stuck at the beginning of a sentence. Now I can start with, I believe. Or maybe we could.
Exactly. And the more you use these sentence starters, the faster your ideas will come out and the more confident you'll feel.
All right, next up. What if you're ready to speak, but you just need a friendly place to do it?
That's a big one. Let's talk about finding a safe speaking space. All right, tip number 4, join a safe speaking space because sometimes it's not just about what you say, it's who you say it to.
Exactly. It's hard to grow your confidence if you're always worried about being judged or corrected harshly.
That's why finding a supportive group or even just one conversation partner can make a huge difference.
When I was learning Spanish, I joined this tiny online group. Everyone made mistakes, but we laughed, helped each other, and kept going. That made me want to speak more.
That's the magic. In a safe space, mistakes aren't scary, they're just part of the journey.
And there are so many options now. You can join a language exchange app, find a local English club, or even start a mini group with friends online.
Exactly. And if you're shy, it's okay to just listen first. Then maybe say one thing, then two. You build from there.
Here's a phrase for this kind of progress. I used to feel embarrassed speaking in groups. Now I can share my ideas without fear.
Love it. And remember, you deserve a space where you can grow without pressure. Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect accent. Just find your people and start.
All right, last tip coming up, and it's all about giving yourself credit where credit is due.
Yes, let's talk about celebrating your progress, not chasing perfection. Okay, tip number 5, and this one is so important. Celebrate your progress, not perfection.
Oh yes, this one really hits home. A lot of learners feel like they're not good enough until they sound like a native speaker. But that's just not true.
Right? Learning a language is a journey, and every step you take deserves a little celebration.
I remember the first time I ordered food completely in French. Was it perfect? Nope. Did I get my sandwich? Yes. And I felt like a champion.
I love that. I once had a whole conversation in Spanish about my dog. Did I mix up some words? Sure, but I did it. That's what matters.
So here's a phrase for this one. I used to feel like I had to be perfect. Now I celebrate every time I try.
Exactly. Try keeping a little progress journal. Every day or week, write one thing you said in English or record it. You'll be amazed at how far you've come in just a month.
And don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to past you. Can you do more than last year? Last week? Then you're growing.
Yes, confidence grows when you recognize your progress. So clap for yourself, even if no one else sees it.
All right, those are our 5 tips, but we're not done yet. Next up, we've got some helpful vocabulary from today's episode.
Let's jump into our vocabulary spotlight.
These are expressions you heard us use that can really help you talk about confidence and growth in English.
1. Used to, something that was true in the past but isn't true now. Example, I used to feel nervous speaking English.
2. Now I can, a way to show your progress or new ability. Example, now I can talk to strangers in English.
3. Shy, feeling nervous or quiet around others, especially in new situations. Example, she was too shy to ask a question in class.
4. Confident, feeling sure of yourself, not afraid to speak or act. Example, he sounds more confident when he speaks now.
5. Progress, improvement, or forward movement. Example, you've made a lot of progress since last month.
6th, sentence starter, a phrase you use to begin your sentence. Example, I think, or in my opinion, are great sentence starters.
7. Safe space, a place where you feel comfortable being yourself without fear. Example, the English club was a safe space to practice speaking.
8. Celebrate, to be happy about something good, like success or improvement. Example, she celebrated her first full conversation in English. Those are great words to practice this week. Try using them in your own sentences.
All right, that's a wrap for today's episode. Let's quickly review what we learned.
Yes. We talked about 5 practical tips to boost your confidence when speaking English. Start small, just one sentence.
Practice with yourself first.
Use sentence starters to begin.
Find a safe space to speak.
And, most importantly, celebrate your progress, not perfection.
Exactly. You can become a confident English speaker. It's not about being perfect, it's about being brave and consistent.
If you haven't already, don't forget to download the free PDF linked in the description. It has today's tips, vocabulary list, and practice exercises.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please follow or subscribe to the podcast and leave us a quick review. It really helps us reach more learners like you.
Also, feel free to share this episode with a friend who's learning English too. Learning together is more fun. Until then,
Keep learning and keep growing.